All right, guys, want to give you guys a progression for the deadlift. The first version is going to be the body weight version, and it's mainly going to emphasize mobility. So it's kind of a test to see if you have the range of motion to do the more advanced progression. I'm going to give you guys a lateral view of this movement. Now, there's two different types of deadlifts that we want to talk about. There is a stiff-legged deadlift, where I'm just focusing on hinging at the hips. My knees are only slightly bent. All right? Now, there's also a squat. This is not what we want to do when we're doing the conventional deadlift. So when I think conventional deadlift, I'm going to have my hand center like this. I'm going to hinge at the hips. When I don't have any more access at the hips, that's when I'm going to bend. And ideally, when I get to this bottom position, my chest and my back are horizontal to the floor. So I'm driving my knees out, my hips are driving back as much as I can, and then I'm hinging at the hips. So body weight deadlift, not as easy as it looks. Now the second version of this, if you have a Dynabell at home, this is the ideal version. Now, depending on where you grip the handles will dictate how hard this is. So if I come over black handles, that's a little bit easier than if I grab the blue handles. So from here, what I want to do, again, flatten everything out. I'm low in my squat, my back is flat, and then I'm just going to stand up. Shoulders are backing down, core is engaged, and then I'm just going to lower the same way I come back up. So I think bow, press my hips back as far as I can, right about here. That's where my hamstrings stop to work. So I keep pressing my hips back and I just sit into the end range of motion. Now, if I don't have access to a Dynabell, I can come over and I can grab some loaded duffel bag. I can come down and I can do the exact same concept, depending on where I grab this duffel bag, right? If I grab a little bit lower, can add just a little bit more range of motion, and then just load this up with a cat, a dog, your kid, whatever.